You are now live.
We're live. What's up, guys? I'm Paul Salazar. This is
Katie Jack. Good morning.
Good morning. We're here at 12652 Sunset Blvd in Brentwood. We just came on the market last week on Thursday. We had our first open on Sunday. Great open. We had tacos and tequila. We had probably over 100 people here. It's a beautiful house. I'll let Katie give you all the details and let's walk inside.
Yeah, so we've got 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths. It is 3706 on square footage, and the lot size is over 6,400.
We're on Sunset if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, it's a little much.
But we are asking less than $1,000 a foot on this house. So it's a phenomenal deal to be in Brentwood for a house that was built just 12, 13 years ago. So we're probably going to get a few offers this week and hopefully sell for over asking price. So after you get it, Jack. So we're going to give you an intimate tour of the house. If you have any questions, please let us know.
One of the best things is that there's so much natural light. Every single room, just so much light, which is huge for me. I love that. But this is really great because they bought the home in 2010, the homeowners did, and they've really picked out every single thing that went into this home, from the custom windows to the custom doors. There's just so much fun stuff. So excited to show you guys. This is our entry room.
Yeah, this is a great room. We actually got this house staged for $5,000. That is insane. We worked with, what's it called?
Dress design.
Dress Design. So thank you, Dress Design, for getting the stage at a really good, tight budget. They didn't do a full stage because that's impossible for a 4,000, close to 4,000 square foot house. But they did partial, but it made the world of difference because this room had a pool table, and it's great for the owners, but for a home buyer, having a pool table here in front they're just not going to understand the vision of the house. So I love what they did here. I thought this room was really important to hit because this is not like a regular entry to a house. Usually, if you're entering to a house, you have probably like a hallway, and then you have rooms to your left and right. This is a big room as you walk in the house, and it was really important for us to give the buyer like a taste of what it would be like in this room. Because for the sellers, again, this is a custom built house. So, Katie Jack, what did this room represent to them?
Yeah, so it's just very important for them to pick out every single piece like I was talking about. So everything from the custom wood floors to the banisters to the columns, everything they've chosen, chandeliers. None of this is just, straight off the lot. They've picked out everything.
Yeah.
And so you're not going to see anything like this because there's really cool custom features that you just don't see in a normal home. We've got Venetian plaster on the ceiling and lots of other cool things that we'll show you inside.
Yeah, but tell them what this room was for. Because this is when you're building a custom house, you're not building it to sell. It's not a spec house. Because if it was a spec house, they would have built a different floor plan. But for them, this room was a waiting area for their guests before they went inside the house. And that's not typical of any family, right? So it was very specific to what they needed. But for us, it was like, all right, that's, when people have guests over, they're gonna go right into the kitchen and the living room, right? That's what usually happens, right? So we wanted to give the buyer an idea of what this room could be like. I think that they did a phenomenal job, which is great.
Yeah, it's really important to kind of stage it because people can't see past what's already there. Unless you're an interior designer, it's just really hard for people to see what the vision could be. And so staging really helps you kind of explore what options you can make of the home.
Yeah. All right. So we'll probably take too long just for the first room. So we'll speed it up because we have a broker's open from 11 to 2. So if you're watching this here in LA, come on by and check us out. Again, we're on Sunset, just west of the 405. So we got a laundry room here. We got a 2-car garage, which we will not show you today. But look at all the detail like in the bathroom. Like look at this wood floor. That's not cheap. Onyx countertop, and again, like Katie Jack said, Venetian plaster on some of the rooms, but it's really, really pretty. If you don't know what Venetian plaster is, it's very expensive to do. A lot of labor intensive, but it's got a nice soft finish and it's really nice. So Katie Jack, show them the kitchen.
Yeah, so the kitchen's great, good entertaining kitchen. We've got old appliances in here, which everyone loves. We've got a Butler's pantry, so you can, kind of entertain, prep food, that sort of thing. Obviously granite countertops, very big island. We've got, like Paul said, onyx all throughout the home, Venetian plaster throughout the home. So everything is just really grand.
So what we did here to make this space a little bit more neutral and less specific is that there were some specific chandeliers, one right here that came in really low, and it's hard to see past it. It really kind of draws your eye into it. So they were, great sellers, super great to work with, and they just really took our advice. This house has been on the market for several years, probably 5 or 6 years. And they were not able to sell it, and that's what we do. We sell properties that were on the market before and could not get a sell, and that's what we do. We get those properties, we make some small changes that go a long way, and we're able to get top dollar for it. So we took this one out, and then the one also in the living room. But this dining room was much bigger. It had that one centerpiece. What's that one piece called?
I can't think of it off the
Yeah,
top
I
of my
forgot,
head,
but
but
you
it
know
had
that-
the pieces that you
the
can
extension.
plug it. Is it an extension?
I think so. Yeah, so they have the extension here, and it made this much bigger. So what we did is we made we took it out so that this space looks bigger with a smaller dining room. Again, it's really important to do that. And then over here, the stagers had a huge piece of furniture here, which is good because we wanted to fill in the space, but it was also kind of blocking this space. So I thought that they did a really good job with this too.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
The chandeliers just really opened up these 2 rooms. As you can see, it just now goes into the kitchen, into the living room, into the dining room, and you just didn't have that quite before.
And check out the wood beams on the ceiling. That's not cheap. Really pretty big, wood beams. You got a gas fireplace. This room was also a challenge for us because it's not your typical, space here in terms of size. So how do we make it bigger? They did a great job by putting in a massive mirror here, brings in more light, makes the space feel bigger. And now, honestly, it feels great. When we first came here, it looked much different. So I'm glad that they did this was, for me, the most important room in the whole house, for them to get this room right, and they did a good job. So thank you for that. Katie, Jack, show me the backyard and the potential for the backyard.
I really love this spot. So this is great for maybe some morning coffee, maybe wine at night, a little happy hour. I just love all the ivy. So if you come out this way, the whole back of the home is just covered in this ivy. It's so beautiful. And so this is just a great little spot to, again, just kind of relax and enjoy. And then the backyard is flat, which is great. Tons of potential for maybe a future pool, maybe a hot tub, kind of whatever you want to make of it, because it's already landscaped so nicely that you can kind of just do what you want, the backyard of your dreams.
Yeah, it's not a massive backyard, but honestly, this backyard can fit a pool, a hot tub, an outdoor kitchen, and you still have grass.
Outdoor kitchen would be nice.
Yeah, it has plenty of room here, guys, to build whatever you want.
Maybe a fireplace.
And just 3 houses down, we have houses that are worth $20-30 million. So to be in this area at this price is, it doesn't come very often.
And the back of the house is just beautiful too.
Yeah,
With all the ivy.
I love the ivy on the walls. Actually, it's not ivy. I don't know what this is. It's actual.
I keep calling it ivy, but it's not ivy.
It's not ivy. Yeah, it looks great though.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
it sticks to the wall.
they've done a good job of making this really private. So if you look around the perimeter of the property, there's just a lot of growth and trees.
Yeah,
And
really
it's
high
very
walls.
Green, very private. You feel like you're in your own little space. I love the lemon tree in the corner. I think that's
Yeah, very
really pretty.
cute.
Yeah, it's great. And what we did too is that we got the backyard virtually staged with a pool on it too, just to give the buyer again, just more vision on what you can do back here. Because it's like I always say buyers have no vision, but people don't have vision. It's really hard. Even me, like if I go to a house, like when we first came here, it was really kind of hard to see what we can do here. But I think we did a really good job, and I think the buyers can appreciate that. We got a really good response in the first open house.
I think the stagers did a really good job showing how much space is in the house too. Because there's a lot of space in here.
Yeah. It's roomy, exactly.
Yeah.
There's enough furniture to show the buyer you can have a party of 10 here, hanging out, relaxing, but also still have room to kind of walk around.
Yeah, and a great big island in the kitchen too, which is great.
Yeah.
And it just flows really well. So every room just kind of leads into the next. Lots of open space. Like I said, natural light, just so huge.
And we also have MLS setups for the brokers. We have floor plans. So we always do floor plans and site plans for all of our listings. I think that's really important as an agent. if you guys are watching, make sure you do this. Not that expensive, and it really enhances your presentation of your listing. Katie Jack, show them the downstairs guest room.
Yeah, and also wine fridge. We can't forget a wine fridge.
No, of course not.
Can't forget the
That's my favorite. Right?
Yes.
All right, so this is the 4th bedroom down here. Could also be an office if you don't need the 4 bedrooms. Could be in-law suites if maybe you have some family that you want to stay, or maybe somebody who has guests often. This would be a great spot for that. We've got Venetian plaster up on the ceiling again, and it's got its own ensuite bathroom. So again, This is a perfect spot if you have a lot of guests, have people come often. But there's a lot that you can do with it, really.
And we have Rachel back there, if you saw in the mirror. She's
Bye, guys.
our new ops manager. Welcome, Rachel, to the team. She's doing a great job. We're throwing a lot at her.
I think it's important to point out the doors too. Like I said, everything's custom. These doors are just so nice. You don't see these anymore. They're just very thick, nice wood, nice quality, really beautiful.
And everything is kept really well in this house too.
Yeah, they did a great
Yeah,
job.
that's a good point. I mean, when you see like, a spec house versus a custom house, it's night and day. Like these arches here, like just to build these arches compared just to like a regular square, doorway, this is a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
So and the buyers can appreciate that. You also have wood, crown molding, and again these big wood beam ceilings are great. Let's go upstairs. I'll show you one of my favorite rooms, the media room, of course. Hang out, watch movies. That room, luckily our stagers dressed to design, staged there for free, which is awesome. So really big, shout out to them. Thank you so much for doing that.
Can I show this amazing chandelier too, really quick?
Yeah, I think it's a cool chandelier.
I love this.
It goes with the Mediterranean style house. And you got again a big glass window there, bringing all that light from the morning sun to the afternoon sun.
It's a beautiful spot.
So I'll show you this room, and then Katie Jack can show you the guest room. So again, my favorite room, as you can see, really well done. You would put your TV here, or like a drop-down screen. You would have some those blackout shutters, and hang out here and watch a movie. You have another wine fridge here. Put a popcorn machine, and you're ready to go.
Yeah. Theater chairs would look really good in here.
I love this bookshelf too. It's really pretty.
Or like on Sunday, I heard a lot of people say they would make a billiards room out of this, which would be perfect too.
You're right. This would be a great billiards room, and great room. Again, Venetian plaster as well here, so really nice finish. I wonder if you can paint this like a different color and still keep the Venetian plaster. You have to actually do it, because you can see all the hand detail.
Mm-hmm.
See all those things? That's the Venetian plaster. That's why they don't want any holes in it. So
Yeah, it's
expensive.
very unique.
Yeah. So Katie Jack will show you the upstairs guest room.
Sure. So 4 bedrooms. So we saw the 1 bedroom downstairs. This is the second one. This has a little balcony out here, overlooking the front of the property.
It's a pretty spacious balcony too, right here.
Yeah, it really is. You can do like a bistro table,
Yeah.
and then 2 closets in here, which is nice. Gives you a little extra space.
Mhm.
And then this door here, which obviously faces a busier street, when you close it,
It's so quiet.
you can hear that it's so quiet. And again, on a spec house, you would not see the detail in putting a really thick soundproof a door.
Yeah.
This is obviously not staged, but it's a good sized room. And again, plenty of light, you got plenty of windows, which is great. And then it has this guest bathroom here in the hallway.
Yeah, so we've got a guest bathroom here. Again, really good light. This one is for the media room and for this bedroom. The rest of the bedrooms have ensuite bathrooms.
And the detail in here too,
Yeah.
which is beautiful.
Yeah, like these tile floors are really nice, and like you can just see it. They whoever built it did a really good job too, and they've kept it up. Like they've owned it for 12, 13 years, living in the house, and honestly, it looks like nobody lives here.
Yeah.
There's not a mark on the wall.
The wood floors too.
There's not a
kept
scratch
real.
on the wood floor. That's deep, some light stuff, but they, again, really great sellers. really trusted us, throughout the whole process. And, also, Katie and I beat out two of the biggest teams in LA, which is, a great confidence booster for us. But yeah, let's show them the rest of the house.
So this is another bedroom down here. We have it partially staged as a gym, but this is technically a bedroom as well. You've got 2 closets just like the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one's nice because it leads out to the terrace. And then we also have the ensuite bathroom in here.
These doors are so pretty too in a room.
I think Rachel just likes camera time.
A little mirror selfie. Mirror
Taking
video.
over, yeah.
I think this space is really cool too because you don't expect it to be this big.
No, it's huge.
You can pretty much split it into 3 separate sections, so you have, kind of a cozy spot to relax, maybe read a book. You've got a dining area. You could do even more with this middle area. There's just a lot of space.
And
Yeah.
honestly, I'm wondering if you can make this bigger. I know when they built this house, they couldn't add the square footage, but every single year, the city of LA and the county, they're always changing things. So right now, they may allow you to make this space into living space. You can have a massive, obviously that's a lot of money and you don't need to, but this is an oversized deck. It's huge.
Yeah, it is.
So you can do a lot with it. I think outdoor ping pong table will be really cool here.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I think some an awning of some sort here. So in the summertime, because you get it baked here in the sun.
Yeah.
If you want to get a suntan, this is the perfect spot.
Yeah, I think that's a good point for the backyard too. It gets daylight pretty much all day.
All day.
So
Yeah.
if you did put a pool, you'd be able to get it, pretty warm and just
Yeah.
have good sunlight.
And that's the good thing about having a south-facing backyard. Because when you're south-facing backyard, you get the sun basically all day, like Katie Jack was saying. That's always the best exposure that you want to have in a backyard is south. North is the worst, and then east, and then west, and then south. That's the order. At least here in LA. That'll probably change in the southern hemisphere.
How many viewers we got? We got a few viewers, all right?
Few
Not bad.
viewers.
Let us know if you guys have any questions.
So now we're in the primary room. Another fireplace. This one is wood burning. So the one downstairs was gas. This one's wood. And as you saw, this leads out to the terrace as well. So both bedrooms kind of give you these nice doors out to that outdoor living space. There's a lot of cool things. I always point out the windows, but Albert was telling Rachel and I the other day that the way that the windows are created, you wouldn't be able to recreate those now based on changing laws like you were talking about, Paul.
Yeah.
The
And
height
so-
of the windows.
Yeah, they would have to have a little ledge, I believe he was saying, or something along those lines. But they changed the regulations, and so, you wouldn't be able to have this again if it wasn't already built.
Yeah. And you have 2 walk-in closets here, or 2 closets. This is a walk-in, and then this is just kind of like a regular closet.
It's my favorite bathroom.
Look at the tile work here. They did a really good job. They picked a really good contractor.
Jacuzzi.
That's not always the case. Yeah. Jetted jacuzzi tub. Steam shower.
With a TV.
Oh yes, for the TV.
Oh.
Yes. That is pretty nice.
I'm pretty excited about that.
That would be awesome, right?
Yeah, you
Hang out there,
would
watch this-
find me there for a while.
Right?
Yeah.
Can I fit in here? Let's see. Listen, I've never been.
You have a little headrest too, a little pillow.
Oh man,
That actually looks really nice.
dude.
Never
and
leave.
And it has a freaking handrest.
You just need a glass of wine and a book.
Right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So a lot of
There's
space.
no book right here. I'm gonna just be freaking looking at sports, watching soccer, Netflix shows.
Netflix and chill by yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
So we found
It's like the
Paul's
best
favorite
way.
area in the house,
And you got jets everywhere.
Yeah.
and the shower's amazing.
Yeah, look at all the different knobs and options. Everything is just so custom. It's a steam shower. Very
Yeah.
bright.
How many knobs are there?
I know.
I mean, that's gonna shoot you in every part of your body.
Somebody about that on Sunday. They're like, what does each one do? I'm like, that is a great question. I have not been in there.
All right.
These
that
floors
is-
are awesome.
Yeah, nice floors. But yeah, so if you guys want to check out more, 12652sunset.com, 12652sunset.com for video, property video, floor plans, site plans, photos, contact information for Katie Jack or myself. And Rachel has some words because she's about to say something.
Yes, a couple questions. Cost and budget, someone's asking?
cost and budget. Not sure. We're priced at $3,695,000, just under $1,000 a foot. So I'm not sure what the cost and budget means.
Maybe what it was to build, which I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, back in 2010, I mean, for a custom build, again, you know, developers are probably getting 30% off, like on their build cost compared to custom. And again, that's like average, because when you're in this area, Bel Air, Brentwood, Beverly Hills, the custom houses can go crazy. I mean, you can get a countertop that costs $100,000, right? And that just changes everything. But I think this is probably a little bit more higher end in a custom house. Like they did Venetian plaster, this is super, super expensive. And it's throughout the house. And then they also did,
Even the wood panels on the floors, Al was telling us,
Yeah.
I forget what kind of wood he said it was, but it was so that they wouldn't get marked up, and
Yeah.
they're extra wide.
No
And it was
wonder.
something that they chose that just gives it something extra that
no
maybe you
wonder,
wouldn't notice
no
when you
wonder,
walk.
yeah.
But, you know, those little details make it just so much more.
Yeah, agreed, yeah.
In an area?
We're in Brentwood, Los Angeles, so the area is Brentwood. This is where the famous O.J. Simpson used to live, down the street here. Infamous, I would say, but great area. And we're asking, again, under $1,000 a foot. This is a really, really good deal. So if you guys have any questions or anything, please reach out to us. And
Okay.
any other questions?
Carpet area.
Carpet area?
Yeah, I'm not
You guys
sure.
got some weird questions.
There's no carpet in the house,
Yeah.
we just have rugs, so no
Rugs.
carpet anywhere,
Yeah.
which
Mhm.
is great, because carpet gets a little dirty.
Yeah.
Also, we have an open house this Sunday, 12 to 3. So
Yeah.
after you go to the Brentwood Farmers Market, you can stop by and see it in
Yes.
person.
Good idea. All right, guys. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.